Your exterior cuts like a knife. There's a sharp edge to you. We have Butcher. We have the Ace of Swords to represent you. There's something that you are chopping, cutting, chopping it up. I don't know, are you communicating here with someone? But I'm getting there's an edge to you, and it is very, very sharp. So maybe you need to be careful where you go, what you say, or who you say it to. There's some kind of temptation in this reading, and there's also like a very soft, maybe the softer side of Venusian energy, oceanic energy, pastels, a dreamy energy here, because we have poet and we have intimate here. Maybe you are the cutting edge, or something is cutting edge. Your words could be incredibly succinct and sharp here. You bring almost a sort of structure to your communication that also like plays a game with people's mind or something like that. And there could be a person here you're engaging with who tries to mimic that, imitate here, but they don't even come close. They could mirror you when they speak to you, could be something like that, but I'm getting their edges are more round, yours are sharp. Someone or something here is becoming more and more aware of your sharpness rapidly, becoming aware of you at a rapid pace, are aware of your edges, the very sharp edge of your energy. Maybe the more someone speaks with you, the more aware they become of how creative you are, but also how destructive you truly can be. How sharp maybe your mind is. Let's find out. There's also something here about an angelic portal. Maybe your words act as a portal to another realm. I feel like Capricorn, when you speak, you are like, let's just cut to the chase. Cut. There's that sharp energy again. Let's just cut to the chase. No fluff. No cliches. Your mind or your words are sharp. Okay, and getting sharper by the day. There could be something about you, your words, your presence, your aura, your energy that is tempting here. Okay, we have Siren, temptation, deception, irresistibility. And right under that, we have the moon. So something that pulls at people's water, their emotions, their creativity, their innermost self, their shadow. So you could appeal to the deeper, darker shades of another person. Not just the darkest depths, but maybe also the gray tones, the blue tones, the in-between. Look, I can't make this up. We have Bad Moon playing, and the moon is here. So, lunar influence. Someone's name could be Luna. That could be a moniker. That could be an artist name. That could be a pet name. That could be an occult name. There could be something about your moon sign here. Some of you could be Capricorn moons. And it gives you a little bit of a mystery, a little more of a detached energy that kind of brings people in. So I feel like you undo some sort of knots within people's emotions, being, mental sphere. You are spitting facts, separating the real from the fake. You are the real. The Ace of Swords came out for you. Okay, it's like you're drawing a line in the ocean sand. That's the real, that's the fake. I'm here with the fact, science, the truth, and nothing but the truth, the whole truth. And there's something tempting about that. But there's also something about your gaze that communicates the facts without you even having to speak. So other forms of communication, maybe your body language, maybe the way you dress, maybe something about your complexion, your makeup, for those of you who do them, or your body hair, your facial hair, your hair. I don't know, okay? There is someone or multiple people here who want to win over your heart because something about you comes through as cold, cutting, facts. Not very warm, right? Because like the moon, the ocean, it's cold energy. The sword, it's cold energy. There could be someone or multiple people who want to come through and win over your warmth, find a way to your warmth, but without getting sliced, okay? Something like that, slicey dicey. Someone could be chopping up veggies, onions, really small, cooking. Someone just wants to chat. You are the only one that someone sees. You make people want to put in the effort. Some of you here could have mediumship abilities or a mediumship connection. Maybe that's what that angelic portal is, but a connection to the other side. So that's the thing. It's like you have the energy of the moon. And there's something about a wolf, and wolves howl at the moon. Someone could be trying to get your attention, wanting to talk with you, talk to you, howling at the moon. Oh. You have someone around you that's trying to find their wolf pack. So someone is tempted to start an argument with you, start an argument, a debate, a battle. It's on its side. Yeah, the letter S is coming through. Someone is tempted. It's tempting to start a debate with you. Maybe because of the way that you speak or your words, your facts, your knowledge. It's like someone almost wants to engage in a debate. I'm hearing debacle with you. Something about the power that you hold and someone's desire for you causes them to want to argue with you or start a fight or something or hurt your feelings in some way. Maybe so that they can get access to your feelings or to see that they are there at all. There's something about you that's very mysterious. See, the moon keeps coming through. There's something about you that's very mysterious, cutting, and someone wants to get to deeper levels or to try to understand, but they don't. So since you're very spiritual, Capricorn, someone almost feels like you've put a spell on them. And they feel frustrated about that, okay? Because they feel so drawn to you and they feel frustrated by that because they feel like it's out of their control or they're not taking responsibility for their own feelings. So they're chalking it up as like, oh, like Capricorn must have put a spell on me. So they want to start an argument or fight with you for that reason as well, for some of you. Because they feel or they know that you don't feel the same way towards them. And so they're really frustrated that they feel that draw towards you, pull towards you, magnetize towards you, like the waves in the ocean, right? The water that feels drawn towards you. You're like that moon with the gravitational pull at this time, okay? But you're like very sharp, very intellectual at this time, unmoving, unyielding, and irresistible, okay? But like you also show a reflection to others. There is a tactic within psychology, psychiatry, where, watching, where the psychologist or the psychiatrist will intentionally not react emotionally, whether it's negative or positive, in order to maintain a neutral state, so that whatever is being projected onto the psychiatrist or psychologist is being reflected. And so that's like this sword, right? Reflecting someone else's reflection. So if someone feels drawn towards you, something is being reflected towards them because you are not reacting emotionally at all, like positive or negative. And so whatever projections are there are owned by the projector. And so instead of looking at that and owning it, they're trying to put you at fault or make you the bad guy or put the blame on you to shed it off of their own back, okay? Scapegoating you for their own emotions, their own feelings. You're incredibly cold. In every scenario, there's an energy of dominance and authority radiating from you, and someone feels irresistibly drawn to that. They see your dominion and they cry wolf, like, oh, dominion over me. No, just dominion. Look, after all of that shuffling, we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like someone offers you a cup of love or offers you something, offers you an offer, a romantic offer, an empathetic offer, but you're not reacting to that. So that's what I'm getting. Very interesting, Capricorn. Someone is making you a grand offer of love, but you're not taking the offer. You're missing the offer. You're not even reacting to the offer, not negatively or positively. You're giving nothing, right? That came through in a previous reading. You're just the Ace of Swords. You're reflecting, deflecting the offer. Look, oh my gosh, here's the Ace of Swords at the bottom of this deck now. Wow. So layers of swords. So like a shark's mouth, there's just layers of teeth. So yeah, you're letting other people's reactions speak for you because you feel no need to speak. You feel no need to correct. You feel no need to validate negatively, positively, right? You feel no need to reinforce negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement. Maybe this is you, like your soul, or you are off doing something else, or you're deep within doing something else. Okay, so I don't know. It's like you got this robot form. Yeah, see, layers of teeth. Can I even access beyond the layers of teeth? So I'm kind of getting like Wednesday Addams energy. You come off as like monotone and unreactive, unempathetic. It could be something like that. Or you're just like at peace here. At peace with giving and receiving, but you don't feel the need to overgive. Okay, so maybe this is you, like you're no longer over giving in certain ways, like trying to over validate or fight anything off that you don't want. Like I'm just getting no strong negative reactions, no strong positive reactions, just an overall satisfaction and peace with the giving and receiving that you already give and receive, like matching people. So you could be in this energy where you're matching people exactly, and you're not over giving anything, not over giving a crumb of negative reactions or a crumb of positive reactions. Does that make sense? Like that's like kind of what's coming through, adjustment, but it's on its side. That's like justice here. But like look at the imagery. Yeah, the swords, the teeth. You're not giving much. Maybe your inside is reflecting your outside, and that's what it is. It's like on the inside, you feel pretty neutral, so you're going to show neutrality instead of trying to overly validate someone. I feel like you're holding power over your internal realm here. 3:31 on the time. Yeah, we also have Hermit Crab under here. So it's like, yeah, you have this like exterior to you. Maybe you're just like very comfortable with yourself and you're not trying to give anyone false hope or false information or false pretenses. You're trying not to lead anyone on to you feeling any type of way that you don't. So not overly friendly, not overly unfriendly. Does that make sense? You could also be preoccupied with something else. Very interesting. And then we have the Ace of Wands to clarify the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords reversed to clear. Like, what am I reading, you guys? I feel like you're just trying to maintain your energy. Was this reading? I don't know. If this was this reading, you could be taking my advice and just being very discerning about where you're investing your energy, where your energy is overflowing. You're not allowing any holes in your energetic balloon to let energy seep out, right? So all these little ways that we might overperform or overreact, I don't like that word. What I'm trying to say is like, you're just really in a period of energy conservation. So maybe there is something about energy conservation, environmentalism, sustainability, something like that. But really this is like an energy about you where you're like, okay, well, I don't want to overextend my energy in any way. So if someone insults me and I catch wind of it, I'm just going to notice how I feel internally and not react, because that is a little energy seeping out of my energy bubble. If someone compliments me, I don't want to overreact and over people please or like be like, oh my God, thank you so much, da 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 da. You're just going to be like, thank you. Because there's something about that being an energy drain as well. But this is just the energy that I'm picking up, okay? This isn't like a reading about my opinions. This is me trying to understand what the reading is telling me. So it's also like you're not coming from an energy where if someone is in a bad mood, per se, you're like, What's wrong? Are you sure? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Can I do anything for you? Because that's like a bunch of energy leaving your energy bubble, right? So this is like your energy here internally. You also could be meditating. I don't know. This could be literally me over reading a moment of meditation or something like that. But really I'm getting this as like an energy reservoir. You're looking in on it here. But I'm getting you're just like looking at your energy instead of letting it fade away from you somehow. That's interesting. Can you please tell me more? What is the Ace of Swords inverted? Yeah. Some of you have Scorpio placements here. We have Psychic, full of scorpions. Scorpio placement, scorpion. A stinger. It's like a sword. Something sharp. Okay, full of scorpions. Interesting. So yeah, for some of you, you're really trying to contain your energy. This is like containment. You're gripping onto your energy. You're not giving anyone anything. Or you're not over giving. You're giving what is given to you. Unless it's like negative, you're not going to be responding. Yeah, so you could have like a controlling figure around you. No matter who this is, you have some sort of controlling figure around you. You're only giving the bare minimum, only what needs to be given and nothing more, nothing less, nothing more. You're really matching someone here, but you're really just trying to hold on to your energy and not overextend it, not drain it, okay? You're trying to come from a place of power here, where you're like, I'm not trying to earn your approval to the point where I'm not reacting to anything negative or positive. I just simply do not need your approval. I need my energy far more than I need your approval. That's what's coming through here. So when it comes to a certain person here, you're simply not reacting at all. Straight face, okay? I'm getting it's purposeful. Psychic. What's coming up for Capricorn? Tell me more. This has been a very interesting and different reading. So we also have this card here, dreams, coming out. And what I'm getting with that is like you're choosing to approach a situation as if it's just a dream. It's like subconscious symbolism being projected. But you're like, I don't need to take it personal though. Because it's like projected subconscious imagery from someone else. That's how you're treating something, or that's how you're seeing something. You're very much in a meditative space where you're just observing. That's what I'm getting to. What's coming next, or what's coming up for Capricorn here? And I feel like you're doing this in order to really see things clearly, okay? And that's why you're in this like sharp space. Because then you recognize what is just a projection from the unconscious projected onto a screen from the unconscious projector, and what is a psychic hit, what is an intuitive hit, what is my intuition versus a reaction, something like that. Yeah, see, you're in this Empress energy. We got Justice here. Yeah, you could be dealing with a confusing figure here. For some of you, if it's romantic, you're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you confuse me. I'm not going to let any kind of intermittent reinforcement confuse me. I'm not going to let you put me in a space of up and down. I'm going to be very sharp. Okay? So if someone is really confusing or seeking to confuse you, you're not confused at all. You're sharp. Okay? And you're going to show someone that. Or it's just going to show. That's the thing. You're letting someone drain their energy. That's what's coming through. So there could be some sort of negativity being projected at you, but you're just letting someone drain their energy, because that is literally a hole in their energetic bubble where energy is flowing, right? And so sometimes when you have like energy vampires, right? Unconscious or conscious, right? Magical vampires, energy vampires. They will often purposefully try to trigger people so they don't mind putting energy towards that. See, my light just went out. We got the mushroom light out, okay? So as I was saying, Capricorn, there are some people who don't mind draining their energy because they know that with your reaction they'll be fueled back up, right? Okay, that could be conscious or unconscious. You're just letting someone drain their energy and you're not giving them energy back because you are aware that they are poking holes in their energy body and energy is coming out from them trying to start something with you, which is coming from a place of emotional energy, and you are not reacting. You are just there as the sword, reflecting that energy, showing a reflection to what that person is doing and just letting them drain their own energy. That's what I see. So you're like, okay, go ahead, give up one sword, another sword, another sword, another sword, or just some energy, right? but you're just watching someone and you're letting them drain their energy. So yeah, you're just letting them. So you could be watching someone, they come through in a very ultra positive way first, and then they come through in a very negative way when they don't get a certain reaction. But either way, they're trying to get a reaction, whether it's positive or negative. Since you're coming through like the sword, you're literally just witnessing someone and letting them drain their own energy. And that could be in part what the deception is. It's almost like a reactive tactic of yours. It could be a tactic of yours where it's like you don't have to shoot the first shot. Whoever shoots the first shot, they keep shooting until they have no bullets left, so to speak. You know what I mean? And it's like a tactic that you might have developed here in response to certain scenarios. But you let the scenario play out without playing a role in it. And by doing so, yeah, the 10 of Wands and oppression in this deck. Someone overloads themselves, overburdens themselves. They give themselves too much responsibility, too much work, or it's just a huge weight on them, and that is draining. The name Claire or Lair or Laura could be significant. But see, someone does drain their own energy here, okay? So that's the thing. It's like the player plays the player. Yeah, it's almost like you let someone defeat themselves. The way you react to something causes someone to repeat themselves again and again and again. You let the person do the work for you. You don't have to do a single thing. You don't have to lift a single finger, okay? It's like someone defeats themselves, and you know this. That's the tactic. Something like that. But it's tempting, okay? So it's almost like you're using someone's need for your energy or your approval against them, okay? Because reacting negatively is also a form of granting approval. Because like I've said many times, reacting negatively to something shows someone that you give an F what they think. So it's a form of supply or it's a form of approval, right? That's why some people, when they can't get any positive attention, they'll settle for negative attention, but you're not even giving that, okay? So you're using someone's desperate need for approval, which they don't even see it as such, against them until they poke so many holes in their energetic bubble that they become deflated. For some of you, this is like spiritual warfare. For some of you, a vampiric energy comes to drain your energy. Well, you're just gonna drain them right back. No reaction, nothing back. You just slurp it up. And then that makes them react more. Lust. Ace of Wands. More energy. They want your energy more. See, I can't make this up. The Magician reverse. That could be baneful work. War. Okay? They could get triggered and want your energy even more, that they do even more to try to get a reaction. So they freak out more. So that's an even bigger amount of energy exerted. An even bigger amount of energy exerted. And then an even bigger amount of energy exerted. And then you take your straw and you slurp it up, but you give nothing back. They're like, okay, keep going. Give nothing back. Give nothing back. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about, right? Because people act like they're such goody two-shoes. But transmutation is entry-level vampirism. Transmutation is vampiric magic. Because although you're not stealing energy, you're only using the energy that is given to you to transmute into whatever you want. That is vampiric magic. Okay? Someone is giving you this spiteful, nasty energy. Instead of reacting, you're slurping it up, taking it. You're not the type of energy vampire where you're in that person's shoes, where you're trying to steal someone's energy. You're like, I don't need to. But if you're going to cast energy my way, yeah, I'm going to feed on it. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. So that's like the energy. So that's why you're the sword, right? That's why you're sharp. It's your fangs, right? Those are the layers of teeth. So if someone were to wisen up, they would stop throwing energy your way because they're only draining themselves, wasting their time, wasting their energy again and again and again, and not learning, not picking up the strategy, not gaining control over themselves, and it could even be a feigned form of power, that nasty energy, where they think they're trying to have power over you through starting something. But the reality is quite the opposite, because they can't stop themselves from reacting and exerting the energy again and again and again. They lose control, lose their marbles, they're unhinged. All right, and they don't even see it. Yeah, saved your streak from certain death. You owe me, Duolingo. You owe me. I saved you from death. So yeah, this could be an ancestor, a god, a goddess, a deity, a spirit, a guardian. There could be a spirit on the other side who is helping you do this, helping you transmute that energy, helping you turn it into fuel for yourself. And so don't forget to pay your spiritual debt, okay? Because you're not the only one doing it, all right? So make sure you're paying your spiritual debt, doing your offering, showing your gratitude, okay? Because that's what's coming through, all right? So give me a final card for the sign of Capricorn. We have the Chariot, okay? So yeah, we had that mediumship come through. See, you're turning cruel energy into something spiritual here. The Chariot is like purpose, power, momentum. So it could be inspiration, momentum, literal energy for yourself in order to get things done, but it also could be something spiritual as well. Maybe you're transmuting that energy into a spiritual connection to the land of the dead or the other side. Okay, something like that. There's so many ways we can transmute energy. It doesn't have to just be money, this or that. It could be other ways that you don't even think of, right? Like transmuting energy into your ability to learn something at a faster pace. Transmuting energy into a stronger connection with the other side. Different ways. So it could be I'm hearing eclectic, but it could be a unique way or something unique that you're transmuting that energy into. Hearing spiritual reservoir. Very interesting, Capricorn. I really want to continue because this has been one of the most interesting readings as of late, but I'm going to end it there, okay? Ending with the Chariot. So yeah, Cancer, which is connected to the moon. So yeah, keep it up, my darlings. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to check out my links. Drop a like, drop a comment. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.